front with
Just
me.
so everybody knows, we're recording already. So,
all right, and Dad,
we missed
why
that bullshit.
Why don't you plug your Cash App in so you don't have to lie
Hey,
to your
your
kids?
children.
Like,
Vanessa.
What a bunch of bullshit! It's a
You know what?
chance
It
to
actually-
win $1 billion. Wait, hold on.
yeah.
I gotta put my light on. Jesus. Okay, you're out. Where's Eliza? She's the lucky one.
Like
Dude,
I said, you'll see the money, you'll see your kids struggling, and you'll be like,
No,
maybe I'll
you
pass
guys
them a
are
few
out.
mil.
If
Maybe
we
I'll
win,
pass them a few mil. I love my kids. What am I gonna do?
no, I'm out.
I mean,
you guys are out.
You gonna write us in your will still?
Huh?
No way.
I said, are you gonna write us in your will still?
No, out of the wills too.
That's all right.
I'll give it to a little Trumpy before I'll give it to one of you kids.
Yeah, he deserves. He needs it.
He deserves it for being called Little Trumpy this whole time.
He's Mr. President. He's being cat audited.
Hey, dude, do you remember when we were in Vegas and we won that jackpot?
Yeah.
And it all started because Eliza was winning on those Eliza.
Quick draw.
No, she was. Hey, just so you know, Eliza, welcome aboard. We're already recording because Eliza was winning on those slot machines at that ice bar where that ice bar place was. And I remember you saying, "Hey, let's take her to our machine." And I was like, our machine? That sounds a little scary, but yeah, we've probably popped down about $500 in there. Let's go. So, Eliza, are you in or out on the Powerball tickets?
Okay. Here's my initial reaction. My initial reaction is out. Okay.
All right, everybody's out.
I told him if he needed money, he could have just asked. We all would have given it to him.
Yeah, you needed $25, dude. Say less.
Say less.
Say no more, fam.
Done. But it was so funny. I was thinking to myself, the Dogecoin didn't really turn out.
Dogecoin's up.
How much?
Dogecoin's up 50% in the last 2 days.
Cool.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I think for me, mine got down to like negative 1,500%. So it's just not.
How can it? Okay.
It's a joke.
I don't understand.
All right.
Waiting for the next big pump.
It's look. Hold on 1 second here, you people. Dogecoin is up.
Yeah, from its initial conception.
I'm up from my initial conception.
Heyo.
You too.
Ba-boom.
Dad was
My
there.
net worth has increased exponentially since I was born.
God, it's so weird to think that Dad was doing it with our moms, and like that's why we exist.
I don't think about that actually ever. I try not to.
I think about it all the time.
Look, just so you know,
I see my mom, and I see her as the purest, kindest soul that has never done anything wrong ever. And whenever she tells me, "Oh wait, I did this bad thing once," I go, "No, calm down."
So I can't identify when Eliza and Couscous were conceived, but Luke,
don't even tell me the story, okay?
You were conceived in a bathtub.
In a bathtub? Yeah! That's pretty fucking lit.
Nice.
That's cool. That's actually really cool.
Bathtub?
Yeah.
Terrible economics.
Hey man, sometimes it happens.
Come on, hey.
Sometimes it's just, you're just taking a scrub in the tub.
Was it a full bathtub or an empty bathtub?
Huh?
Empty.
There was water in there.
Okay.
Water.
But welcome to the Halloween special.
Welcome to the Halloween special.
Halloween special.
The only thing scarier than that is the potential of having to watch the Winslow Boy again.
Oh my god, you guys! I was so relieved that I didn't have to watch.
It sucked so much. It was so bad.
Like, didn't you recommend it, Dad? Because you were like, "This is just like Training Day." Training Day was such a good movie.
Okay, all right. So let's get on to this.
Watch him rip apart my movie too.
This movie was awesome.
Let's go into Hereditary.
Okay.
Gosh, well, a lot of the things we were talking about, like just the generational trauma, what your parents can do and how can it can ruin your life. Like
much like that bat
or
with water in it.
Mom said
With water.
Mom, Dad, I don't know if this is true or not, but Mom said you guys were at sea, like on a sailboat.
What?
For me.
Sailboat?
Oh no. That did not happen.
Never.
A sailboat?
Never.
All the times that you guys were on that sailboat, you never.
Never.
That's
No, how are you gonna do that? You gotta be sailing. Somebody's gotta be sailing the boat.
Is that how you justify your call to the water, Eliza?
You tie like a rope to the rudder or whatever.
Yeah, just put it on auto.
Yeah, she tied a rope to the rudder, all right.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Stop! This conversation is getting too much.
Out of control already.
All right, let's invite the wives in. No, I'm just kidding.
Hoist
And
the
here
main.
they are.
Hoist the mainsail.
Yeah. Okay.
Spread this.
So Atticus, Dad, did you guys actually watch Hereditary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fucked up.
Fucked up, right? That's what I'm saying.
So fucked up.
That's what I think the thing that I appreciate about this movie is that like it does a good job about making you uncomfortable for its entire showtime. Like the entire length of the movie, you're just perpetually uncomfortable.
So when I found out it was Hereditary, I immediately panicked. I watched this movie years ago. I didn't have the courage to rewatch it because it messed me up. So I couldn't. I told Atticus, I'm just gonna come clean, you all. I'm gonna come clean. I straight up told Atticus, don't watch it. It's too scary.
She did say that. Yeah.
So
I did watch it. It was too scary.
It was your suggestion, Luke. So give us a synopsis.
Okay, so Hereditary is a film by Ari Aster. He's made, I think, a couple of horror films. He specializes in the horror genre, and it takes place with a family, a little bit of dysfunction in the family.
Beautiful
Not really.
house.
Yeah, beautiful house. Yeah, actually a super gorgeous house. But no one really
I think that's
likes each other.
I think it's a Frank Lloyd Wright house, actually. But go ahead.
Yeah, no one really likes each other in the house, and then you get your son, who Peter. He accidentally kills his sister, who after his grandmother died, and his grandma's like this cult leader, basically.
We don't know that at that point.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but everyone watched the movie. Everyone who watched
It's
the
a
movie.
spoiler. This is Movie Club. They're all spoiler alerts. If you don't know, if our subscribers don't know,
what is
subscriber
watched one of these, watches another one.
Slim to none, dude. There's no way. There's no way.
Okay, I get it. Was this movie scary?
Yes.
No,
I thought it was. I thought it was scary.
I think it's definitely a scary movie.
Just wait because here's the thing. Here's what's fucked up about it. There are so many subliminal images in this movie. There's so many things happening on the subconscious level. So whoever said that it's you're on edge the whole time, it's because you're getting scared and things are going into your brain that you don't even realize are going in there. It's all these shots where there's creepy figures in the background that you don't register that you see, but you've been seeing them the whole time. And it's so what happens is I ended it and I was like, that wasn't so bad. What was everybody fucking crying about? Yeah, it was kind of gross and weird, but that's not a scary movie. And then what happened for me is maybe 4 nights from now, all of a sudden I'm thinking about something weird or it creeps up. It gets into you.
So if you don't know here's a little historical fact about motion pictures.
Lay it on us.
Have you ever watched the movie Rosemary's Baby?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the original
Times Baby though.
In the original cut of Rosemary's Baby, Roman Polanski put subliminal images of Satan, little images
terrifying.
Yes, terrifying. But he only did it for 2 frames. And so people didn't know what was happening to them. So they come out of that movie more horrified than how horrifying the movie was.
Yeah, because they're confused about why they're so scared.
Yes, and they don't know. And then finally
to how I feel after watching Boss Baby. You seen
that?
Yeah,
Boss Baby.
All the subliminal messages in Boss Baby.
But then the censors looked at it and saw, hey, you can't do that. You got to cut those frames out. But it was just like what you're saying. If there's things in the background that are happening that you don't know, then that'll scare the shit out of you later.
Yes.
And that's what was happening with the original edit of Rosemary's Baby, that they were just like, holy fuck, I'm scared to shit, but I don't know why. That movie was scary, but not that damn scary.
Right. It was more like, oh, it's a thriller. It's on edge. I didn't actually see anything scary. I don't know why I'm so freaked out.
And it's a subliminal messages. And that's the thing. You don't the amount of frames that they had for those images were so short. But anyway,
like if you blink, you miss it. Like, but then it doesn't it make a stronger impact? Isn't a subliminal?
Oh, absolutely.
A more lasting. Atticus, don't you dare fucking subliminal image us.
What?
It's not funny.
Oh, sorry. I left my laptop stand at work, so I was just straightening out.
Got it.
But so I guess I should watch it again because I didn't get any of that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think the movie was scary at all.
Really?
No. And I didn't get
you playing Candy Crush the whole time?
We love Candy Crush.
I didn't get the connection to the
demon
devil king at the end kind of thing. And
it's like is Lord Pieface like a real thing?
Pieman, yeah.
Like, is that a real guy?
I think no. So apparently, like cults like this actually exist.
Well, sure.
Well, of course.
Sure.
You see anything?
We're in one now.
This guy did like a bunch of research to make it as like authentic as possible for the movie.
Yeah.
But I guess, there's just too many. So was he hallucinating when Toni Collette was climbing on the walls?
No.
So she was climbing on the walls.
She was legitimately climbing on the walls. Yeah.
Because the pie man had her.
Okay. You didn't think it was weird when you didn't get scared when she sawed her head off with a piano string?
That was crazy.
No, that was silly.
Like, nuts.
The part that scared the shit out of me was when was all the tongue clicking, and then when Peter actually sees Charlie in his room. That was scary. I thought that was pretty scary. But it got so this is the same problem I had with Midsommar I have with this movie, but to a lesser scale. To where it seems like at some point in the script writing process, someone wrote something that was like a little silly in there, like could be scary, but it was like a little silly. And like then the
head float, like the bodiless or the head floating into the treehouse. I laughed out when I saw that.
And that's the whole thing too, that treehouse. What was going on up there?
Well,
Big deal.
Hang on. I'll explain that because Lola actually knew. But then, someone else saw the script or like that silly thing in the script and they're like, well, I can't let this person do something sillier than me. And then they wrote something sillier, and then it just got too wacky.
Yes.
Like just like, well, I'm gonna have him jump out the window. Well, I'm gonna have the body, like the headless body, floating up. Like, well, we're gonna bend the rigor mortis, whatever that body that was all like fucked up with rigor mortis. How'd they get it into like the little praying position? Like
how hard is it to move a body that has rigor mortis?
Bad. It's difficult.
Is it possible?
You probably have to break things. But
what's happening when a body has become rigor mortis?
It's so everything in the body. So you're losing all your CO2, right, and oxygen. So everything's gone.
Not my
oxygen. All those,
Well, you can't
not my oxygen.
Yeah, your oxygen's gone.
I love that. I love that stuff.
I love the oxygen, right?
We're actually.
But what happens? What keeps your muscles fibrous and your blood flowing is essentially oxygen and CO2. It's what moves the blood through the veins, and when that's gone, everything just coagulates.
The lubricant, like free.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. That's really interesting because, it's one of those things where I knew that happened, and it wasn't until I had that little dead squirrel that I really felt a body that had stiffened.
So, do you know that when you exercise, you lose more weight by expelling CO2 than you do by burning energy, by heat?
When you what?
No.
When you exercise.
No, it's so fascinating, really.
Yeah, because you're
Interesting.
expelling CO2, and then
So,
yeah.
So let me ask you this,
What part?
Doctor.
CO2?
How,
Dr. Landon.
I'm serious. Like, is that what a fart is? Is a fart CO2?
No, it's
Oh,
I don't
methane
know.
usually.
It's methane. Yeah.
Methane.
So go
okay.
on. You said
But-
doctor. Yes.
Yeah. So,
How can I
Doctor,
help?
what, like, how stinky would that body have been at that stage in the development? Like,
Because that was a few months. That was a few months after
fuck.
Mm.
her
It
death.
would have smelled so bad. Like, I feel like it would have been worse than people just being like, "What is that?" Like,
Oh, let me tell you, my friend. Hold on one
My
moment.
face.
On the stinkter scale.
On the
how
stinker
much-
scale,
The
it would have
Yeah.
stinker.
the
smelled
sphincter
less
scale, yeah.
than my ass 2 days ago without a shower for 2 days.
Oh my
No,
god.
it would have been
why didn't you
bad.
shower for 2 days?
Oh, you didn't. You missed out. I've been sick all week. I got the flu or something. But
no.
yeah, I haven't been to work all week.
Oh no.
And I was telling Luke, if we'd have had to do this podcast yesterday, couldn't have done it. If we'd had to do it Wednesday, couldn't have done it. I mean, literally in bed. But yeah, no, that
Really?
is so. And I'll give horror movies that pass for being okay. Sure, it's going to stink and all that stuff, but it was so many, like you said, Couscous. So many. Oh, I'm gonna make this crazier than what the other person said and what the other person said.
I feel like that's almost like a rite of passage for horror movies, though, right? It's like
yeah.
a little bit of silly shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's got to get
But
wacky.
you need a break. You need something because otherwise, I think you'd get so fatigued that you really would shut something off. So by giving the audience a few options for something where you're like, okay, well, that's kind of stupid. So I feel like maybe I could, okay, like it
We're
almost
good.
But they gotta connect.
invigorates. Yeah.
But
I
I just think there were a lot of things in this movie that just didn't connect.
Like what?
So
Like the head,
Well-
the girl's head to her body.
yes.
Mhm.
And then Gabriel Byrne, why did the dad put up with all this shit? And I understand they present him
think
as
he
a weak
did.
dad.
He's tired.
Yeah, he could be tired. Yeah.
He didn't.
Maybe he had the flu.
He like didn't put up with any of it though. He like stopped the fighting. He kind of like gave in barely to like the first seance.
But so that's what I was saying. How yeah, I don't know. It was the scariest part of this movie was how bad it was. But anyway.
Joan stole the show for me. I loved her. She was so
dude,
funny.
Yeah. Oh.
Like,
shit.
and so what? Oh, go ahead, Eliza.
Is Joan the one with the curly hair?
Joan is like the old lady whose grandson died.
Yeah, she's the old
Yeah.
lady that's like in everything, right?
Yeah. And that was so my question was, did her son and grandson actually drown, or was that just a story and then her grandson died like some other way?
I don't
I
think
don't
her
think it was
grandson
ever
actually
explained.
died. I don't. So
How-
what I think.
How
she
is he
just,
writing
like,
on the
used it-
chalkboard?
What? It was the King Pie Man.
Oh, the Pie Man.
Yeah, I don't think her grandson died at all because you never saw like pictures of him or anything.
Yeah.
I think it was just a plot to like get
All right.
Oh. Or
I
just a pie
guess
guy.
and that's yeah. It's too many far-fetched things. And
Mm.
where is there a Grievers? I mean, I can see Alcoholics Anonymous, Drugs Anonymous. Oh, Grievers group. Is there such a thing where they
Yeah.
somebody?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Are you
it's
serious?
100%.
Yeah.
They're really popular.
Maybe I need one for after this podcast.
Yeah, those are real things, and you
Okay.
I know that
I
I
should
know
go?
that there's like
should, if you ever need it.
you should
It's
probably
your
talk to
thing.
somebody, Dad. I don't know.
I
I
should.
don't know who you should talk to, but you definitely should go to something somewhere.
You should
I
just
just
let
watched his
We're gonna
Facebook.
catch him talking
Yeah.
to the mascot of the Houston Texans.
yeah.
Hey, I got some problems. Sorry, sir. I have to.
You need
do
to
a
watch
backflip.
the way you
Hello,
just
what
said,
time
"Hey,
is it?
The
Hello?
Houston Texans
Hello?
goofball.
So you didn't appreciate anything about the movie?
Not really. I mean, I no, not much.
You
I
were
didn't think so. Lisa actually screamed at one point, and I think that's when Tony Colletti was on the wall or something.
Did you not like? Did you not think that like the acting was like really good?
No,
Really?
no.
What?
No. And I love Gabriel Byrne. I mean, I love that actor. And Toni Collette too. I love her.
Toni
But
Collette killed it. What are you talking about?
no, was this movie scarier than The Sixth Sense? No.
Yeah, I'd
Yes.
say so.
No, really?
Interesting. I would actually say
I feel
The
like
Sixth
jump scares
Sense
don't
scared
need it.
me more.
Huh?
Yeah.
The
I'd have
Sixth
to watch The
Sense
Sixth
scared
Sense
me more.
again.
I think The Sixth Sense is scarier.
That kid has the same haircut I did when I was that age, and so I
Haley
can't
Joel
like.
Osment.
Yeah, like have you seen Haley Joel Osment recently? He looks the same, like right here, and then he's got like long hair and a beard now.
So
Crazy. I could see that.
So
He
Lisa and
looks
I,
like
Lisa and I
exactly the
went
same.
into this conversation about scary movies. And so,
Haley Joel Osment.
what? So, what's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Hereditary.
Oh.
Just kidding. I don't know. Actually, I think most
Honestly?
scary movies are too corny.
I think the Blair Witch Project.
It is scary.
Like,
It is.
Because I think of it anytime I camp, like anytime that we are in the mountains and the sun goes down, I'm so terrified. And I think I would be terrified even if I hadn't seen the Blair Witch Project. But I think like that just adds to it. Like that there could be something terrorizing me. And I don't know if you've
Sure.
heard the story, but Atticus and I had a very traumatic Blair Witch Project watching experience.
It's true. It was so scary.
It was so scary. And we were in his room, like at mom's old house. So it was Atticus's bedroom where he had the brick wallpaper.
Yeah. It's classic.
And we were watching it and we had like gotten a little stoned, I'll be honest.
Of course. Yeah.
And
As one does.
I had watched it previously with like a week before or something like that with a bunch of friends over at Christina Edrington's house. And this guy CJ was making so many comments about it. And it was so funny. He was like kind of like chirping at the movie. He's like making fun of the movie the whole time we were going. I was like, so it made it seem like, oh yeah, this is so dumb. Like this movie's hilarious. It's so bad. And then I told Atticus we should watch it when we were high because it's so funny. No, it wasn't. It was so scary.
It was so scary. It got so scary.
We hid under the blankets until it was over. And as a reminder, it's 3 hours long.
3 hours long.
We were too scared to like get up to turn the TV off. We were too scared to turn the TV. And
I thought the first Paranormal Activity was pretty scary.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
That one was like super scary to me. I don't know.
Have you guys seen the movie The Chamber?
No, what's that?
That's with Vincent D'Onofrio and Vince Vaughn and
oh really?
Yeah, and the
Cat Stevens.
Cat Stevens. No.
Yusuf.
No.
Last name. Stevens.
Oh, the Mexican singer.
Selena.
No, not Selena, but
J-Lo.
Yeah. And they're in this, and she
yes,
that's a freaking disturbing movie.
Oh my god! And she goes that and remember that weird house that's like in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, and that's a good movie. That's a scary movie because it's dealing with people's minds, and they have to go into the murderer's mind to find out where the person he kidnapped is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then Vince Vaughn has to go in there too because she gets trapped. But yeah, you should look. You guys should watch that movie.
Damn.
How often do you put your character?
Huh?
I was just saying, how often do you put yourself in like the character's shoes to like see how they feel?
Often.
Like when you're watching a movie. Often. Because I see. So I like. So this movie made me think like about like what would I do if I did that like really hard at the beginning where he like kills his sister, you know?
Yeah, can you imagine?
And I'd be like, dude, how would I feel? And then like when he like went up to his room and just kind of like stayed in there, I was like, it's an apt response. I feel like I would have not known what to do.
How could that be real? Like that was my interpretation of it when he just like left the body in the car and like went into. I think I would have thought to myself like, I don't know what I took. I don't know what is happening.
He was
but
high,
like,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, I would have
tripping.
I would have figured that I'd smoke some bad granola, man, and just like
Hey,
try and sleep it off.
speaking of bad granola, I know everybody's doing different things out there, but please be careful on what you're taking.
Also
Please make
test.
sure you know your sources and all that stuff,
Yeah.
because there's stuff. I mean, it's just bad. It's
No.
this stuff being laced with fentanyl
Fentanyl's
and
not good.
no, and it's showing up in things in areas that's just yeah. So anyway, that's my fatherly warning to everybody. But
Yeah,
Definitely test
there's
what you
not
get.
that Couscous is paying attention.
well,
I'm paying
he doesn't have
attention.
to. Couscous
Don't
is
smoke.
sober.
Don't smoke any fentanyl. I got it.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
He's not taking anything right now. But like,
Okay. Good.
but yeah, there's easy ways to
But I
get
could
fentanyl
be.
testing strips. And I think I'm gonna try to figure out how to get some Narcan just to have it, because in Colorado, people like it could happen anywhere, anytime.
Anywhere.
And one of the ways that I think we could be helpful is if people are carrying Narcan and know how to use it in that
Crazy
moment.
that our
Yeah.
government's not taking care of this already.
Just watch that
Okay,
one scene in Pulp
yeah.
Fiction, and you'll know how to handle it.
Woo! But okay, here's the other thing. Okay, I want to keep hearing about people like, so Luke, that is, I think, what made this movie scary for me is thinking like, oh my God, can you imagine being a mother and coming out and you're
Dude, that scream. Oh,
yeah.
I remember that scream like very vividly effing me up in just like a mental space, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Toni Colletti's a good actress.
She
She's
really
very,
is.
Really,
she's very
she's
good.
really good.
I think that
Super.
Toni Colletti. Who's the guy that plays Peter?
Alex Wolff. Actually, fun fact, he
He's so
was
good.
one of the brothers in the Naked Brothers band. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but it was a Nickelodeon show for a while.
And they were
No, I
naked.
don't know.
They were naked.
Nickelodeon.
No, that was
Naked
just what they were
Brothers
called. That's just what they were
band.
called.
He's really real. I really like the what's his name?
Alex
Alex?
Wolff.
I would watch him in pretty much anything.
Yeah, he was really good.
But
And I thought those two did the best. Also, the lady who plays Joan. I can't remember what her name is.
You didn't like the little girl actor, Millie?
She was fine.
She was barely in it though.
She
yeah,
didn't say
she's
much.
a little scary though. I'm sure it was all makeup, but
No, I
Yeah.
think that's what her face looks like.
No, that's
What
yeah,
is
that's
her
what she
name?
looks like. It's like she's got the same thing as
Yeah, and
Joaquin.
oh
who?
A hair lip?
no, Gatton Matarazzo.
Joaquin, yeah, Joaquin's got a hair.
Who's
What was it?
Joaquin?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Phoenix.
What are you talking about? The only Joaquin in the film industry right now.
Okay, I'm sorry, but without Phoenix, I imagine somebody different.
Uh,
That it.
I
That's
think
Like
she
a-
does
like-
look like that. Oh,
Anyway.
no,
Joaquin Phoenix is
she
somebody.
kind of does look like that.
I don't think it's as,
Oh, sorry.
as exaggerated as in the
Okay.
She's
movie.
definitely got a little makeup on.
She
but
was scary. She was definitely scary. But well, that was the whole thing. Why did she make? It didn't make any sense. Is she going to make her son take that girl to a party or whatever?
What do you mean?
Why?
She said it was a cookout.
Still, why make him take the little girl? Doesn't make any
Yes.
sense.
Oh, really? Because where
What?
I went in my mind as a mom is like, look, your little sibling, your little sister, your little brother, they're not fitting in. They're going through a hard time. Okay. So you like take them out there, like get them into a situation where they could make some friends.
Get
Like
their head knocked off.
You're going to this party. Take your little sister. Just
See,
take her
Dad
with
doesn't.
you. Get her out of the house.
No.
He
I
doesn't
didn't
put
buy
himself
it.
in headspace at all. He doesn't. He
All
doesn't.
I know.
He just tries to justify why things suck because we don't like his shitty old movies.
Oh my god, the Winslow Boy was so bad, dude. Like, knock my head off. That movie. Like, oh my
Hey,
god, dude.
so-
Like, I would rather have my mouth filled with ants. Like, ants that I knew had syphilis. Like that.
Wait,
than watch
have
the
you
Winslow
guys
Boy again.
seen the latest up close picture of an ant?
Yeah, the ant face. He looks like
Oh my god.
a demon
Is it
warrior.
scary?
That will
Yeah.
that will fuck you up. Google it.
Just ant face close up or what?
Ant
Yeah,
face.
that's probably
Ant
good
face
enough.
close-up.
Terrifying photo shows of a good fucking god.
Yo, show the group. Show the
Oh my
group.
That's fucked up. I can't share my. I don't have
Dad,
active
you
access
Yo,
to
Dad,
my
Dad,
screen.
look it
Getting
up.
it. Hold
Jump
on.
scare warning. Jump scare warning.
Good God,
Jump
dude.
scare warning.
This is awful.
Isn't that horrible? I
No,
don't
it
want
looks
to know.
it looks spooky. Yeah, it looks like a demon warrior.
Okay, hold
I don't
on,
like
hold
it.
on, hold on.
Dad, have you seen it? Are you okay? Are you scared?
No.
It's Lord
God, he's
Pie
so
Man.
tough. Dad, thank goodness we had Dad. He's not scared of anything, especially the consequences of his kidding. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so scared. Ah, yeah.
I love the like portrait. Yeah, it's so
It
funny.
looks like straight out of fucking Mordor. I hate it.
Yeah, it does look straight out of Mordor. That's pretty,
God, dude,
pretty
it
accurate.
really is awful.
Ah.
Oh,
That's
its
scary.
eyes are the big things in the back.
Oh, you
Not
know what?
those
That's
red
probably
things.
why. Yeah, go to the first picture, Pops.
Go to the first picture, Dad.
That one.
Yeah, that one. Because you don't see the other eyes.
Oh, those are just like ball joints.
Yeah, I think
God, I hate
so.
it. I really don't
But
like
then
it.
its eyes are on the.
Ah. It's
Yeah,
not
that looks
scary.
crazy.
It's just a fucking ant. Step
You know
on
what
it.
they should do is they should have Woody Allen. This is how he finds his way back. A remake of Ants, but they all look.
Hyper realistic. Yeah,
Mhm. Wow.
that would just distract from his crimes.
So,
Yeah.
after we watched Hereditary, Lisa and I watched a very scary movie, which I'm sure none of you have watched.
Are you
Maybe Couscous.
You're talking
Oh,
about a
here we
very
go.
scary movie? Who hasn't seen a very scary movie?
Irreversible. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, I
Yeah,
haven't heard of
fuck that movie.
Yeah,
dude.
right.
What?
And
That
I,
movie
I,
is-
I
that
forced
movie's-
myself to watch that movie again just so I could
It is
watch it with
scary.
Lisa to say, this is horrifying. And I mean, and it's if you
Is it
guys
too
have
scary even to
It's
Google
too real.
the
It's too
IMDb?
real.
too real.
It's
too
not
real.
like it's not scary in like the how like it's not a horror movie, I would say.
Mm.
Like it's not in like the horror genre, but it's fucked up and really scary, and I
It's a
wouldn't watch
Gaspar
it.
No.
It's like an Ex Machina.
Is there a? Let's see if there's a.
Have you guys seen Ex Machina?
Tell us what it's about, maybe.
I think so, Luke. It's about a bunch of fucked up shit. Like
Here's a trailer. Here, let's watch a trailer.
Watch the trailer. Okay.
Oh,
Hold, please.
We gotta watch banned horror movies.
Banned horror movies.
Yeah.
like about marching bands?
Yeah.
Drumline, terrifying.
Drumline's fucking dope, actually.
Drumline.
Okay,
is
here we
sweet.
go.
I would be down to watch Drumline.
Maybe that will be my next pick, actually.
Nice.
Hey yo.
Do you think there's subliminal messaging right now?
Probably.
Yeah, it's all backwards, dude. Getting motion sick.
God, Gaspar Noé all the time with these seizure warning movies.
God, just being a woman, I'm afraid of a hallway like that.
Let's just say those worst fears are realized in that movie.
Okay.
But
In like
I think
disturbing
after
actors.
having watched it again, I'm starting to think it's a masterpiece. I mean, a masterpiece that is incomparable.
He's so good.
in terms of how he tells a story. And so just so you know, the story is told completely backwards. So it goes to the end of the movie and then it does it in 10 to 12-minute segments. And then the story keeps going backwards and backwards. So we know what happens at the end of the story. And then you start to develop how they got there.
It's kind of genius, though, is it?
It is.
All that stuff. It's really interesting because, like, a lot of times, I think that's why we've discovered such a rewatchability kind of culture in film and TV, because it's like all of those little nuanced moments, like even in House of the Dragon, for example, like where by the time you see what happens at the end of the movie or the episode,
you miss some stuff.
Yeah, you're like, oh, when you go back, like the Laris and his feet thing, right? Like it really changes then when you're getting to an earlier episode of him with the Queen, right? And
also, Laris shows feet.
Shit, there are so many little signs of what was to come that I missed. And that's what's scary when you think about murder, when you think about like finding out that someone within your community did something bad and you're like, but they seemed like such a nice guy. Or they seemed like such a blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, no. All of these signs are out there for us to see at any time. It's that we're so blind to the danger.
And the scariest thing about Irreversible is that it shows you what happens before the denouement, which happens basically in the middle of the movie. Yeah. And it's like, how the fuck? I mean, if you and it makes you question if you knew what your decisions were going to, the decisions in your life, if you knew what they were going to amount to, what would you do? I mean, how you could change them, right? So it's scary. It's fucking scary in that regards, Couscous, right? Because it's classic Gaspar Noé. He's always saying that if you knew what was going to happen,
you wouldn't live. You wouldn't want. You'd be so paralyzed in fear. You couldn't do anything though, because then you could change something. So say like one of us is like, what if you found out that like one of us 17 years from now we like kill somebody on accident, or we kill somebody on purpose, or whatever it is, and like it's like imagine if I 10 years from now accidentally hit Lisa with my car and kill her, right? Then you like go back, but like for you, right? Because all of a sudden that's your wife, the love of your life.
Yeah.
Also your daughter. So then do you go back and you don't have me? Or like, what do you do? Or like all those little things. Like it's so weird. It's fucked up. And
it is. And that's the fucked up thing. And that's what it presents in that movie. So if you want to see a scary movie, watch Irreversible. Why
don't you pick movies like that? Pick some movies like that coming up.
Okay. We'll watch that next time.
I don't want to watch Irreversible again.
Is that too scary?
We can watch a Serbian film instead.
Really
no.
Fuck. Well, let's do Paddington 1, the origin story.
There's just a really graphic like sexual assault scene in it, and it's the whole 9 yards, and it's just too gnarly. Like it's so gnarly.
That would make me uncomfortable. I wouldn't want to watch that either.
It would make you uncomfortable for years after.
But it does, and that's the whole thing. That's why it's taken me probably 8 years to watch this movie again.
It took them so long to shoot that, dude, just because the first time they did it, both the actors had to take such a long break that they had to shoot.
This is the same director that directed
Into the Void.
Enter the Void, yeah. He
Yeah.
also directed a movie called Love, which is very similar in terms of what happens to you in your life, like those choices that you make to get you to a certain point. And so anyway,
is there anything that you would change in your life?
Me?
Yeah.
My income.
We can change that now.
Yeah, I'm about to quit.
Oh, good.
Do it.
You know what? Maybe. I mean, there are things I could say that I would, but
then would you really change them? Like
I wouldn't.
If I changed anything, I wouldn't be here talking to my kids on this podcast.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you like ideally, right? I wouldn't have joined the Navy, but I wouldn't have had like some of the best friends I ever had.
True.
Right.
I think the only thing I could think of was when I was 23, I had the option to get LASIK surgery, and I decided not to. I really wish I'd gotten LASIK surgery.
Bro, I'm about to get LASIK. We just signed our union
Do it.
contract,
Do it, dude.
and we get LASIK for free.
Sweet, do
If
it.
you can get
I'm
LASIK,
about to
get
get
it.
LASIK.
I'm gonna pay for it as soon as I can. I hate wearing glasses and contacts so much, dude.
Remember how Dad used to have those hard contacts?
Oh,
Yeah, the gas
Years.
perm ones. Ugh.
Have you guys seen the contacts that you take out with a suction cup?
That's what Dad
No.
had.
Yeah.
I didn't
You
have
didn't
such.
use the suction
no.
cup, but you were supposed to. You wore those for years after they've been discontinued.
Are you talking about the wait? I think I'm talking about a different set of ones because there's ones
In
that
a
you put on in
stash.
your sleep, right? And then
No,
in your
he was
sleep
wearing a wig when he was putting them on.
they mold your eyeball and then you take them out when you wake up and you can see fine.
You put on in your sleep.
How do you put them on when
Yeah,
you're
how
sleeping?
would you do that?
I said when you sleep,
Oh.
not in your sleep.
Oh, I heard
I
in
thought
your
you-
sleep.
I heard
was
in,
like,
but
It's all
When
right.
in, when in.
went in.
You put them on in your sleep.
hell
So,
yeah.
Dad, is Irreversible the scariest movie you've seen?
Probably yes.
What makes it
Probably
scary?
because remember what I used to tell you, Couscous or Luke, when we used to watch Breaking Bad, Mad Men, and The Walking Dead.
You always said you wish you were the protagonist. You said,
No.
I wish I was Don Draper, damn it.
No, what I
And then
used to
you
say
said,
was
I wish I was Heisenberg, damn it.
what
I
I
could have
used,
been harassing all these
what I used to
secretaries.
say was, okay, The Walking Dead, okay, it's a scary fantasy. It's not really real. Breaking Bad, yeah, that's possible, but highly unlikely. There's too many, too many willing suspensions of disbelief. But Mad Men, these people were real. These fuckers were that bad. There were these people like that were that
Certainly
horrible.
people that bad.
And that's the thing that gets me about Irreversible. This all can happen. And that's what, to me, is what's super scary and super horrifying. Much scarier than anything that was in Hereditary. But
Well, you don't
just
know.
saying.
I agree.
Who knows, Dad?
Well,
I might be
Ghost-
the offspring of a
do ghost movies scare
yeah.
you, Dad?
hell
Ghost?
god.
No.
What?
Well, you don't believe in ghosts.
Ghosts are so scary though. Because what if there was one in the house?
There,
What do you do?
Do I need to bring my ghost expert into the
well, that's
conversation?
what I was going to say, because Lisa's definitely, she told me how to deal with my spirits that were
Yes.
following me around and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's very real. And especially like being somewhere, I don't think I really believed in ghosts, even though I'm pretty sure that house that you and Susie, where we lived when I had my night terror.
Yeah.
There was a ghost or ghosts in that house.
That was a haunted
dude.
house. Well, because
I lived in the
Cheeseman
basement of
Park
that
is
house.
also very much like full of ghosts, and it was
Yeah.
not far from Cheeseman
No
Park.
thanks.
So I have to tell you a story about
Oh, God.
Lisa and her ghost experience. So we were going to probably our second serious date. You know, we're going to a place in Louisville, and we're driving down the road, and she's like,
Kentucky?
"Yeah." And she said, "Yeah, and you know, there's in that apartment where I live, there are spirits, and I saw some spirits at a like a thrift store across the street, and then I came back, and this spirit was in the house, and it kept bumping the bed, and making it move, and I told it to go away. I don't want to have to deal with you right now, and all that stuff." And so we're driving to dinner, second really kind of like real date, and I'm like, all right, that's.
And you're a skeptic, I would say.
And but I'm
you
a
were trying to smash, so you
You're an
overlooked
open
it.
skeptic.
No,
You're an open
I was
skeptic.
just like,
Next
I
thing you
was
know,
like,
Dad's asking, "Do you feel that? Why is the air flexing?"
I had a spirit
But
bothering me the other week when Chuck was out of town, but I'll tell you more about that in a second.
But anyway, so it was for me, her trusting me enough to say these very honest and open things about herself.
Yeah.
And that's probably the moment I fell in love with her. So anyway.
Oh, that fast, huh?
Yeah.
I wish you would
That's
have
a
fell in
that's
love
a
with me.
that's a
Has anyone
prize.
ever seen? I've heard a lot about Lisa. Has anyone seen Lisa?
Not in
Sweetheart,
a while. I think she's a spirit.
come here.
Hi,
Please.
Lisa.
Dad's throwing his
Wow.
wife.
You see her. Mhm.
His
Here
anal
she
wink.
is. Come here, hon.
Is Lisa in the room with us now?
Here she, here she is.
Let's scout.
Hello. How you doing? I love you very much. They don't believe
Terrible.
you exist.
He's translating.
They think you're
Terrible,
buried
Lisa.
under the house.
We see her.
Honey, what did you think of the movie Hereditary?
Oh, I really didn't like it. It was, it wasn't really believable for me.
I don't know. It just didn't seem believable to me.
Yeah,
That's right.
fair enough.
I can
hear
see
her.
your lips moving, but I can't hear.
It was just a bunch of kids wearing costumes.
Okay.
You made her laugh so hard to
For
tell that.
me, it would have been much more creepy. It'd been much more creepy if she hadn't been up on the ceiling and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, if her actions were something really believable, like if she were truly possessed, she might say things or do things that are weird, but I don't think she would be on the ceiling, you know. So, anyway.
Sure. Yeah.
There, she's alive.
We're just
But
making.
I also didn't think, it just wasn't suspenseful and really scary enough either. I thought it was supposed to be a really scary movie. Mostly, it was like this crazy, super dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, like this podcast.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
scariest of all.
That's actually
It
why I
hits you
brought you
close
all
to home.
here.
You're gonna pie man us?
I'm gonna pie man you.
Everybody, but I really gotta get back to
I
it.
hope you know I'm gonna be
Okay,
the
all
guy.
right. We love
I'm
you,
the
Lisa.
conjurer.
Wait,
All
no.
the riches are going to me.
Well, wait.
You're so fucking funny. It's just a bunch of kids wearing costumes. What are you?
Little kids.
Bunch
That's-
of little
I
kids
can't-
wearing.
Oh,
can't-
Royal
anytime-
Tenenbaums.
anytime
Yeah, the
someone
Royal
says that, I don't know,
Tenenbaums. You
it's
didn't
totally
get that?
Give me a second.
But
It wasn't
it's the only thing I
believable.
can ever think of.
Can you believe it's our 100th episode?
It's not.
I don't think I've watched 100 movies in my life.
I was just hoping to see if I could get somebody to say, "Shut up."
No way.
It's been 100.
But
It is our 23rd.
That's pretty good. Okay, almost a
Michael
quarter of a
Jordan.
So,
Michael Jordan.
Luke, what's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
It's either this one or like the Paranormal Activity first one.
Oh, you said that. Atticus?
Okay, I'm back. Are we all back?
The Conjuring was pretty scary with the nun.
Oh, what's that one movie? What's that one movie with the
Amityville?
Insidious?
Oof, yeah.
Insidious
Oh,
is pretty scary
I've heard
too.
Insidious is pretty scary. Wait, is that a ghost movie?
Yes.
Have you guys ever seen The Babadook?
Yeah, the Babadook was too silly.
Isn't that one about like a Great Dane?
Kind of.
Marmaduke, fool.
What
Shit.
about The Ring?
The what?
Eh,
The Ring.
the Japanese ones are scary. Ringu.
Grudge. Hold on. It's
You know what
yeah,
movies
it's
weren't
pretty good.
scary? Just like disturbing.
Eliza. not look
Human
right.
Centipede. You guys seen the Human Centipede movies?
Yes, and they're awful.
They're bad. They're so bad.
I think what Eliza was doing was more horrifying to me.
No.
The implications behind
Hey,
it.
we
Chuck's
just
a
gotta
Chuck's
just,
a lucky man.
just turn the lights off and play some circus music. We'll be good.
Okay, so let's rate the movie. I'm gonna give it a solid 2.5. Didn't like it. Won't watch it again.
I
2.5.
give it an 8.
That's worse
Eight.
than I rated the Winslow Boy.
Wait, what? So what happened? What went down with the Winslow Boy?
Oh,
Winslow
Eliza,
Boy,
God.
You didn't watch?
It was
I haven't
just
watched it.
awful.
Effectively nothing.
It was literally like it was like someone had folded a piece of paper several times and then you didn't get to see it unfolded. Like it was so bad. Like oh
It
my
was not
god,
bad. You
it
should
was
watch
so
it.
bad. It was
right,
terrible.
let's
It
get
was
back
just
to this
really
movie.
boring.
God,
very
it was
boring.
like going off
I
of
don't think the
Niagara Falls
story
in a
was awful.
suitcase.
Would
The
you
story was
rather
awful,
watch?
But it was just very boring.
Would you rather watch
A Serbian
Winslow
film or
Boy?
Winslow Boy?
or
A Serbian film. I would rather be in
No,
a
no,
Serbian
no,
film.
no, no, wait.
No
Let
way.
me finish.
Sorry. Quiet down, everybody. All right.
Would you rather watch a Serbian boy or
Serbian boy.
Or the
Ah.
wait, sorry. Be quiet for real. Would you rather watch the Winslow Boy or Aquaman?
Dude.
Oh.
Winslow Boy.
Honestly,
for
Aquaman.
sure.
What?
Like,
Aquaman's just, it's so bad it's kind of funny sometimes.
there's some stuff to look at least. Like the Winslow Boy, it's just like, what am I going to study petticoats for an hour and a half?
The main colors in Winslow Boy are brown, gray, and white.
You
I
guys are
think
full
I
of
gleaned
shit.
that from the trailer.
God, it was so boring.
But
Hey,
Like-
but you guys all watched Don't Look Up?
yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that
really
was
good.
awesome. I thought that
It was
was
really good.
Yeah,
better
satire.
than
Very good satire movie.
major
brilliant.
satire, just
It's-
brilliant.
It's a tiny point of contention in like the Landa Gillum Rousey side of all of the stuff
Why?
because
Oh my God.
Mike was like Dr. Spoiler, like the spoileriest thing since spoilers came to Spoil Town
Oh,
while we were trying to watch that movie.
It's like we're sitting there watching the movie, and we've already talked about the fact that none of us, except for Mike and Mom, have seen this movie.
I've seen this movie. That's
And
it.
He kept trying to tell us everything about it. We're like, no, we're convinced. Like, let's watch it. Like, and then we'd be like, hey, we're gonna watch it. Stop telling us what happens. And it's like he's just so. And then he'll like turn to Mom to like whisper, and he'll be like, remember what happens when that guy dies, or like certain things of like, oh, just wait till blah blah blah. Isn't it so
It's
funny?
like,
Because
you
then
guys-
they lose the keys, or whatever it is. He didn't sound like Jerry Seinfeld when he said it, but like, it was,
What's up with that?
that it.
That's pretty good.
I thought the writing in that movie was amazing.
Yeah, I think so
So
too.
good.
Don't Look Up's pretty
When
good.
that Elon Musk kind of guy smells that woman's hair, and the fact that she keeps that Jennifer Lawrence keeps bringing up the general,
Chips.
making
that's
a pay
weird,
for the
yes.
chip.
Why
That
would
was
he do
fucking
that? I never
hilarious.
did. It was so
Yeah, that was
funny.
good.
couldn't
I really like
understand
that too.
some kind of power move, and it was just hilarious. And obviously, she and the Dune guy just had sex, and her next thought is explaining to him why the general would have charged her for the snacks. It's
Yeah,
just
it's so
hilarious.
funny.
Fuck.
Like,
It's so
and the
funny.
world is ending. And
Yes,
you can't let
yes.
that go. You know what I
And
mean?
you can't let that go, right? It's just
I wouldn't be
brilliant.
able to either.
I would be.
Like,
I mean, honestly, if it came out like that, no, I would be completely.
I would not be
justified.
able to let that go. That is
Yeah.
like one of those things that would just haunt me and haunt me and haunt me. And so it is so funny because you're like, God, we're humans. It was such a great way to capture humanity.
Yes,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? And it was really funny. And I will also say at the end, when you know it's coming and like how hard everybody was trying just like have a regular dinner, like
Yeah.
talk about being scared. Like that scared the shit. Like I
Yes.
viscerally felt that scene of like how brave it is too to like not panic. Or I don't know. It was just
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
I think
I
I
don't
want to
know.
lay in bed and just have Chuck hold me the whole time. I don't know.
Have
Yeah.
you guys ever seen the
Me too.
movie Melancholia?
I would.
God, that sounds really familiar.
It's
Melancholy.
Lars.
Lars
Anyway,
Ulrich?
yes, I think so.
Oh, Kirsten
No,
Dunst.
that's the
Kristen
guy from
Dunst.
Metallica, Dad.
Yeah. Oh, but it's it's another movie where the world's coming to an end, and
Mhm.
it's all the stuff that's going on surrounded by that,
Huh.
and it's all these things that are here. Let's watch a trailer.
Well, no, I think it's okay.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
My computer's got 7%, and I left my charger at work, so that's
Okay.
as much time as we
How
have.
much?
How much time? 7%.
7%.
That means 7 minutes. So we
I
got to
have
wrap it up.
literally no time at all, and you're our next movie pick. Like, what the fuck? This is so
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Who's your
Quick,
next?
Well,
Quick,
Is that
quick,
another
where's the movie?
in the
Quick.
house?
Quick! Are you sure it's not?
I don't know.
I'm
Wait,
sure that means that I did training day, and then Dad picks Winslow Boy.
You're right,
because it
you're
was
right.
like
Is it me?
Tuesday.
Is it me?
Yeah, it is.
Come on, give us
Uh-oh.
something good, Atticus.
Come on, the drama.
Give us something good. Give us something good, Atticus.
Let's see here.
In the meantime, has anybody watched The Cabinet of Curiosity? Atticus, are you just making a pick right now? Because if
Yeah,
so,
Right
absolutely.
now?
right now.
Yeah,
No, I haven't seen the Cabinet of Curiosities yet.
it's out now. I think we should watch.
Oh, that's the Guillermo del Toro thing, right?
Atticus, why don't you pick something like The Great Mouse Detective or like?
Because I just watched The Great Mouse Detective.
Pick something fucking cool as shit, Atticus. As you always do. Animated is cool with me.
No, Liz
No
doesn't
more
want to watch something
cartoons.
animated.
I'll watch something animated if there's like little cute animals in it.
Ooh, Zootopia.
Ponyo.
I've
Oh,
watched
cute
Zootopia.
animals.
Let's do Paprika.
And Judy
Zootopia
Hopps
is
could
really
get.
good. We already watched Paprika. Oh wait,
No,
no,
we
that
didn't.
was
I'm just kidding.
what do you
Enter
call
the
That
it?
was
Void.
me. I watched Paprika.
Yeah, we should do Enter the Void. I feel like a lot of people have seen that though. Have we
I
all
think
seen
all
it?
of us have. Oh,
Eliza
Eliza
hasn't.
hasn't.
Oh, Eliza, we should watch Enter the Void. It's really good.
Okay, cool.
It's really good. It's it's
I do like
debatably my
Enter the
favorite
Void.
movie.
Okay, well, thank you for telling me that. I will love it then, for sure.
You might or you might not. It's polarizing.
I feel
It
like
is
I have
polarizing.
like very basic bitch movie taste. And then, I just saw a
What?
little mouse run across the sidewalk.
Okay, here's
Ooh.
Enter the Void trailer.
Okay, let's enter.
Probably seizure warning.
Pretty
for
close to
everybody.
how the movie starts, by the way.
What's that? Yes, it's probably got the best opening credits of any motion picture ever.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Better than.
Also, the most accurate DMT depiction I've ever seen in a movie.
It's not DMT.
It is.
Guys, let's just try it along for this trailer.
We promise to never leave each other.
Never ever. Never ever. And if you die, I'll come back.
Do you know that tomorrow's the anniversary of Mom and Dad's death?
Tibetan Book of the Dead? I'm assuming it's about death.
It tells you how your spirit comes out from your body after you die. At first, you can see all your life reflected in a magic mirror, and then you see these lights, all these different lights of all different colors.
Alex is gonna make you a junkie.
I know, I'm not a junkie. Come on.
It's not your friend. We're gonna be like family from now on. Just you and me.
Do you remember that pact we made? We promised to never leave each other. No matter what.
Sick. Oh, it's still going. Okay.
Exciting stuff.
Exciting stuff.
Cool.
I can't wait to watch this movie again.
I don't want to
I've been
taint.
wanting to.
I don't want to taint this.
Don't say anything.
I'm going to say it anyway.
No.
I think the greatest movie ever made, which is a perfect movie, is Lawrence of Arabia. But
Okay.
I think this movie challenges that because I think this movie is incredible, and so I'm sorry.
really
Save
good.
it for the podcast. Let's save it for the podcast.
Okay, but I'm just saying, I'm sorry to taint it, but that should give you an idea of where. Anyway, okay.
Eat some edibles or like some mushrooms before Eliza.
Yeah, 3 tablespoons of tincture, and then watch it.
What's tincture?
Yeah,
And
don't-
some Vegemite.
And some
Vegemite.
Vegemite, yeah.
I've never had Vegemite.
It's bad.
What is it?
All right,
Sweet
well-
or savory?
A
Thank
little
you.
bit of both.
For
Swavery.
This week, this was this
It's
week's
swavery.
edition of Movie Club.
I feel like this is the least we've ever talked about a movie.
Yeah, we
probably,
actually
because
didn't
it was
even
bad.
talk about the movie because someone didn't watch it. And then someone
Yeah, you have to let us talk about the movies even when you don't like them.
actively
too
barred
scary.
Who, me?
barred the conversation away from the movie as
I
many times
didn't
as
stop
possible.
anybody from talking about the movie. I thought the movie was bad, but I didn't stop anybody from
You
talking about it.
you started going every time we were trying
Eliza
to
and
talk about the
Atticus didn't
movie,
even get
and I've
ratings
had
because you
enough.
wanted to talk about some other thing.
10 out of 10.
Oh, you gotta be
I give
kidding
it
me.
like a
No,
6.5.
it's like a 6. Yeah, it's like a
6?
Oh, sorry, Liza.
6?
6.5.
Yeah, it was like a 6.
And Couscous or Luke, you
like
gave it
it.
an 8.
I
I
gave it
like
8.
it, but the way that I feel like I'm supposed to I feel far away from how much I'm supposed to like it or respect it because of how people talk about it. And then I felt like a disconnect. I didn't have that experience of being like, wow, that really blew my mind. But I thought it was interesting. And I really did think it was like a whoa, an experience.
I did think it was scary.
All right, for our 10,000 viewers, please
Donate.
Yes, we got a Patreon account now.
Dad needs the money apparently.
Spend that money.
He's trying
If
to.
anyone
So
can
nobody was
call-
going in for the $1 billion.
No.
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 All right.
Are you?
I'm
What are
gonna
you gonna
buy-
Yes.
I'm gonna-
start?